see that it is coming back to life here. It's been a long wait, but your person is really, really wanting to express themselves, guys. This partnership here, like I said, the statue coming to life. And then right after we see here, as we talk about it, the 10 of Cups, you guys, this hope in this partnership, this new start here. But there are those sunflowers. What do you need to deal with? And as we talked about, what is that elephant in the room? What obstacles need to be cleared and what desperately needs to be talked about now? Something very important if you guys are coming back together. You are my other half. Okay, guys, so here we have that just came down. You are the love of my life. You are my other half. You are my other half. Gosh, you guys, we know there is twin flame soulmate energy here. It's going to be different for everyone. You are my soulmate. Your person, this Hermit card energy, this coming to life energy is figuring it out, I have to say. Oh my gosh. And are you going to be there? Are you going to be there? Because I think you know this too. Hello, welcome back to the Tarot Closet with me, Chris. Welcome if you are new to the channel. Hello, I hope this finds you all well today. You are here watching, about to watch messages from your person. These are channeled messages through tarot, love tarot reading, tarot love reading, also enchanted map oracle cards today, guys. Love oracle reading as well. And I have pulled out the Romance Angel Oracle cards, which I have not done in a while, so we will pull one for you there as well. And as always, we have channeled love messages by me, the Tarot Closet. And as always, and today we have quite a few decks, channeled love messages. These are direct messages to you from your person and more. Some channeled love messages volume 2 today. And we're also looking at, as always, channeled song messages and more channeled song messages. Now I want to tell you, it can be that your song comes down, an artist, or simply that there is a message within the song and it can come throughout the entire message being sent to you, or perhaps you feel like you're sending it to your person. Can be vice versa. That can also be the case. So take what resonates for you. But it can also be a title, a particular lyric, a location, a name, something within the message, especially meant for you, watcher. Watcher, hello, who are you? Anyway, we're going to get started. We are looking today at Crow Tarot. We call it Robin Tarot in German. I do have my German deck, but today we are looking at the Crow Tarot English deck. Let's get started, guys. Remember that this is a timeless reading. So although I am reading for you, this is for December 2021. This is also a timeless reading, a timeless channeled love messages, channeled tarot reading for you. When you get here is when you are meant to receive your messages. Thank you, spirit guides, angels. There we go. And ancestors, look, some cards have already come off here. I'm going to take them and set them aside for you. We'll look at them a bit later, guys. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. What do you want to bring through today for our watchers from you? Oh, okay. Messages, signs. Here we go. Some clarity. Whatever our watchers need today. Guys, that was quite fast. If you watch my readings, let me make a little room for you. I'm going to probably have to hide some of this love sign here, but I'm going to push it over. I do like a cozy table if you are new here, maybe. So I might not be moving it all that much because I really just like for things to be cozy. Okay, but I don't want for things to be cut off here. That does happen sometimes. Anyway, I'm going to start turning them over. Please remember that a lot of energy is coming through already and will continue to come through. Excuse me. So not everything will resonate. Sometimes it might. It will feel like a personal reading for you. Sometimes not. So take what resonates and throw away the rest, okay? Truly. Also remember, this is not a prediction. You do have free will. Please make sure you're using that throughout your reading. Your outcome is yours, not mine, okay? Guys, what's going on with this reading here? Okay. Wow. Already I can see here for some of you, there might have been a third party involved. We have that tower moment there, guys. Okay, we'll see what's happening here. Well, look at the last card, though. It's pretty intense reading, I have to tell you guys. Right off the bat here with the Hermit card, Virgo energy, guys. Who is coming to kind of figure things out, or who has figured things out? Well, I think this is your person. This is coming down the very first card. Now, your person can be a Virgo or you, or quite simply, it's the energy within the card. This is a Virgo card, but I have to tell you, not always actually, sometimes Aquarius will come through, which it's coming through very, very strongly now. Somebody's figuring it out. Somebody's been a little bit in hermit mode hiding. I think that's your person. They're starting to figure out what is going on here in this connection, what you are to them. And I want to say to you, that's also confirmed here, guys, with the 10 of Wands. Your person could be a Sag. That could also be you. I think for a lot of you, your person has been carrying this around. You maybe haven't realized it. I also think this is you. That's what I want to tell you. These are Wands, guys. The energy of love. There are 10 of them here. 10. That is the end of the cycle, completion, renewal, starting over here. Somebody's letting go of something that has happened in this connection is what I want to say. And I feel really like it's for both of you. But it can be your person, which is also coming through here in the Hermit card, the very first card. And I say to you, excuse me, I feel like it's both of you, especially because this is your love placement here, guys, the second placement in your reading. This is about you, your twin flame soulmate energy, the duality going on. Also a very strong sign here that things were imbalanced, look. And also very emotional. 6 of Swords, your person could be an Aquarius. There it is again. And it can be for some of you that it required, somebody had to maybe leave a situation. Look, we're also seeing that here. That could be the tower moment for some of you that's coming through here. And this is right below the second placement here in your reading. All that love, gosh, but here's the thing. It's been disconnected here. Things you guys haven't been communicating. So whatever it is that has come between you here in this energy of love, it was very, very passionate, but it's coming to an end. The conflict, I want to tell you, not the partnership, okay? For some of you, yes, I do have to say that here. But for a lot of you guys, this is a 6. It really is about needing to create some harmony with, well, who is what I would say to you. But we see here that it's about the two of you. It's about creating harmony, guys, for the two of you. Also healing, very, very strong. This is super emotional, I want to tell you, and it was very emotional too. Going through this separation here and whatever happened to you guys. And for some of you, I see right away, excuse me, look, it's wanting to come over there. For some of you, this is telling me that there was a third party. Now, can it be a person? Yes, very much. Can it be more than one person? Yes. Can it also be that it is a particular thing that happened? Yes. What was that tower moment for you, watcher? Possibly can be that somebody's going through one now, you or your person, but it's looking here like there were a lot of people involved. I want to say some bad judgment, excuse me, going on here. We see the lightning coming down, and I want to tell you, lightning, well, creates some fire, which can be a destroyer. We're seeing that the tower is destroyed. Look at all the birds dispersing here. I want to say, I think there are a lot more than just one other person involved, okay? But this is also telling me that there were just a lot of things coming together. And I think we see that here also with the Ten of Wands, carrying something. For some of you, this is about the differences in your lifestyles and just things culminating, coming together, and sort of having a breaking point. That's what I want to say to you here. But also, guys, this is the Tower card, and well, that's coming to a 7 here, which is also telling me that you guys are looking back on what happened and kind of assessing, where you are now, where you can go on, how you can go on if this connection is in fact going to continue on with you. And that's the other thing here, guys, with the 7, is getting a little bit of control on it. I feel like you, and your person have been really, it's very, very emotional and very, very passionate, and you've been so focused on it and carrying so much that it's time to move on, is what I want to say to you. Now, for some of you, can that be moving on completely from the connection? Yes, but that is not for everybody. A lot of you also here, and your person, with the 3 guys, it's telling me that your person wants to communicate with you. I feel like you do as well, but you haven't been ready until now, and it maybe for some of you, you're not quite ready yet, but you will be. Look what's coming down below that, this communication. The Ten of Cups, you guys, Pisces energy, really everything here, super emotional, and having hope that after you communicate, you might be able to get into this situation here. This is the very last card in your reading. And I want to say to you, somebody's been ascending up here. Is that you, watcher? I think it might be. But you're quite close here as well to, we have the 3 of Pentacles here, you guys, the Capricorn energy. It's also very clear that you guys have to work together. You really have to communicate if you want this outcome together. Somebody here was maybe getting breadcrumbed, I want to say. Might have been your person doing it to you. Could also be vice versa, guys. So make sure you take it as it resonates. But look here, we do have the wreaths, we do have the flowers, the love, the growth, the union, having hope that this connection can reach this 10, you guys. This is also, here, we see it in the 10 of Wands, just the stress in whatever happened between the 2 of you, wanting to communicate so you can get to this 10 of Cups, guys. The end of this cycle here, renewal, and we see it right here. We see the sunflowers. Everybody knows what this connection is, but also I want to tell you, I had and I don't know why it's not here, but I did take out my moonstone elephant. Can mean a lot of things in a reading. A lot of things. I want to tell you that right off the bat. But I'm feeling like now, as I speak to you, it's very clear that something is being held on to. And it can include this third party that caused this tower moment, might still be going on for some of you. Okay. Can it be a person, as I said? Yes. But it can also be about other people. You know, kind of seeing the Hierophant for some of you guys. I have to tell you, very, very much Taurus energy of differences. Can be cultural, religious, other people too. That's not going to be for everyone. And, you know, maybe there are involved as well here. I want to say to you, possibly for somebody in the connection, separation or divorce, that won't be for everyone, but that is coming through. But the elephant, I'm not going to go into everything, what an elephant can symbolize, because it's just everything doesn't come through in every reading. What's coming through for you in your reading, I want to tell you, is that something isn't being let go. Elephants do have amazing memories, and we see it here. And it can be also that somebody maybe thought they were hiding it. There can be also something here that one or both of one of you don't know. Can also be that you both know it, but the other person doesn't quite know it. Now, look, want to say to you too, you see the 2 birds here in the nest. That can be just what you think it is. Settling down here, getting back together, maybe moving in together. For some of you, I feel like that was disrupted. That's not going to be for everyone. But here's the other thing with the elephant coming into play in your reading. I want to tell you, getting through these obstacles that you guys have. I see a lot of them are releasing now, and some of the The hurt is still coming through here, I want to say to you. However, it feels like the path is clearing a little bit. Some obstacles are clearing, and you guys are also starting to feel a little bit more communicative than you have been. And we also see that here very, very much. And I want to say to you, I do feel like somebody here was possibly breadcrumbing the other guys. It's coming through pretty strongly with the Three of Pentacles. But it's also telling me, and especially having the Ten of Cups right below it, guys, this Pisces energy, that you guys still have hope for this connection. Or at least somebody does. It might not be for everyone, and that is just how these general readings go. So please remember that. But when you are seeing birds, I want to tell you it's very much about rising above something as well. And I do feel that there's something here in this connection that went on. For some of you, it was this third party, whether that is a person, more than one person, the differences between you, something that has come between you that kind of pulled this apart. Either way here, one or both of you is having hope about getting through the obstacles. I see that very strongly with your elephant, but somebody's not letting something go. So that might be for you or for your person, but somebody needs to communicate something here and let something go. That's going to be, when I say mandatory, that just sounds silly, but kind of. It's really going to be important that you get everything out and you move on. Because guys, when you don't actually work things out and you just get together, and I'm telling you, this is a very passionate connection, very emotional too. So some of you might just come back together like a magnet and just be, thinking, okay, we're just, it's over now, we're back, we're moving on. It's a little bit of cycling going on here, I want to tell you. But you need to deal with this stuff, whatever this is for you guys, because it will keep coming up. That's what I want to tell you. It will not disappear. Okay. I'm leaving your elephant here. Yeah, look, guys, Cancer energy here, Four of Cups. And also somebody here might be coming out of nowhere, quite literally, guys. With the Four of Cups here, we're seeing can be an offering. What is that offering? It can be a lot of different things. It can simply be a message to talk. That's what I'm feeling strongly for a lot of you. But it can also be that they're coming to you. And look, here's the thing. Somebody, as I said, was coming out of this Hermit energy. They're your very first card. Again, Virgo energy, but I always feel Aquarius. We saw Aquarius again for you guys down here. But I want to say to you, I think your person has kind of realized what has happened and what part they played in it. That's what I want to tell you, and wants to come here. And for a lot of you, this is also an apology and can lead to more. We see here that you guys need to communicate about all the stuff that has gone on and quite literally be out of nowhere. And this is in relation to whatever happened here, guys. We see that 3. It's about talking about it as well as acknowledging it here. What was that third party here? And it's quite prevalent still. It's still very much on your mind. It's still very much in your energy together. And we see that also with the elephant coming through. Super, super strong of needing to deal with that very much here. And again, look at all that emotional energy. So much emotional energy. Very divinely guided connection, I want to tell you. And look here. When you see black feathers, and I've been seeing a lot of black feathers recently, and it's so interesting because it's always before readings. If I'm on a day where I'm not reading, I don't know, I don't see them. It's very strong messages. But I want to tell you here, guys, there are 6 black feathers. When they are coming down, it's angel messages, excuse me. It is your angels, your person's angels, the angels for you in this connection. Very much telling you here with the 6 feathers that you guys really need to heal, especially if you're going to move on with this connection. And also with the black feathers, it really is this protective mode. So this is a connection that is not just going to be, for most of you, just dissolving and moving on. It's a deep spiritual connection, very divinely guided, guys, but we'll need some really deep healing as well. Look at this. This is the divine. Very deep. It's tumultuous, super, super emotional here. Somebody wants to rise above it. You see that. There are 6 swords here, guys. Again, this is also very much about harmony and healing. It's not an accident that this is a number 6 card, I want to tell you. But if you look here, 5 of them are very prominent. And this is telling us that there was some conflict that caused some instability and change. There it is. And whoever this person is here, and I feel like it might be both of you because it is in your reading, we see here all the stress that you've been going through as a couple. I want to tell you, this is in your second placement, and so here is the 6 of Swords. And I want to say to you, this is in your partnership position, and I feel like you're both getting ready to rise above it, guys. Somebody's getting ready to talk. They might have already. I think that is your person, but it can be vice versa. Remember, take things as they resonate, okay? Excuse me, I'm a little tongue-tied here. But I want to say to you, this bird isn't quite above it yet. There's still stuff to be worked out very strongly, but look what is above it here. There is this branch coming out, guys, with this growth and these they're almost shaped like hearts. I want to tell you, I don't know if you can see them, but they actually are very much heart-shaped. It's very much about your love life, excuse me, here, and coming back together, guys, and working that out. Now, and here's that 1 sword, okay? I'm kind of away. So I want to say to you, I feel like maybe one person has been working a little harder. Can that be you? Can that be your person? Take that as it resonates. But here's the other thing. It is a 1. New beginnings, guys. Potential, some opportunity for a new start here. We see that, guys, with the 10 of Cups. Very, very much. But it's also a really strong message for you that the emotions need to be dealt with surrounding whatever has gone on here. Okay? We're seeing that in the Tower card. I'm also seeing that in the 3 of Pentacles, as I said, and it's very clear here in the 4 of Cups. I think your person has kind of come out of it a daze here. And they could have also been going through a Tower moment currently or coming out of it. Can also be you. But this is coming through about whatever happened to the 2 of you. It's and in order to have this new beginning, guys, this opportunity to restart, we see that you're both hopeful. And if not both of you, it's definitely one of you. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's one of you. But here we see again, these 3 sunflowers. You know that you have to deal with the elephant in the room. Quite literally. What is that for you? It really is going to be different for everyone, guys. This is a general reading, but it's coming through very strong in this reading, in this energy, that there is sort of an elephant in the room. There is something needing to be dealt with, excuse me, and that was Gemini, Virgo. Very strange. This is feeling like a very fast moving reading, guys. And yeah, I just keep having this strange block. And as I say that, I'm picking up here the 5 of Swords, guys. Okay, there's some more Aquarius energy here. Look what it's coming below. The Tower moment. I have to ask you, what happened, guys? What happened? I feel a very, very, very strong energy of, well, look, somebody's sort of laying down here. Just laying here next to a sword. There's a sword here. You have somebody here looking over, holding on to 2 of the swords. Well, what can sword energy be? A lot of things. But it's very much here, a lot of mirroring, triggering each other, but mainly the conflict, guys. A lot of things were said here in this partnership. Somebody has, yeah, it's coming right below the Tower moment. So I do want to say to you, if this is anything I don't want to insinuate anything, but for those of you that this is not a healthy partnership, I want to say, please make sure you're getting the right help, okay? Because that is coming through for some of you here, but not for everybody. For a lot of you, this is just telling us about the Tower moment, some dishonesty, possibly another person here. And I do feel like, Watcher, that you're still really needing clarity. It's coming through very strong that you're not forgetting and you want to talk about it. Your person hasn't, but they're ready. They're dropping all these burdens, guys. Truly here in this energy. Now, for some of you, that can tell me here that you're moving on as well. That is not going to be for everyone, and wanting a new start with somebody else. And that's not going to be for everybody, though. And I do want to say to you guys, with the 10 of Cups, also, I do feel like some of you coming back together are may have children. That's not going to be for everyone. We see that here in a way that's restarting for everybody, okay? But also some of you might be having some type of reconciliation with family in general. That's not always coming through, but that's generally what can come through also in the Ten of Cups. But I want to say to you, somebody has not forgotten, okay? But feeling very defeated here. Look, you have a sword coming out of the clouds here. So I do feel like for a lot of you, whatever happened, this Tower moment, whatever this third party was, whatever this was that kind of pulled you guys apart, it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere to you, okay? That's showing up here very, very strong. Very, very strong. And here you guys are again, wanting to rise above it. Look at all these birds dispersing. Where are the other two? They're here. Okay, very much. You guys really need to talk, especially if you're going to move on here in the Ten of Cups together. There needs to be a lot of healing. But I want to say to you too, if you are watching this and you say, no, I'm going, then you do what you need to do. The healing message is very, very strong regardless, and that is for you as well. You take care of yourself and you do what you need to do for yourself or for your family, okay? That's, guys, this reading, I have to tell you. Let's see what we have here under Enchanted Map. Oracle, guys. Okay, oh, and this is your rose quartz, excuse me. We have Aries and Libra coming through very, very strong. The universal stone of love, guys. Also over here we have jade. Very good heart chakra activator, guys. Helps to clear some blockages. Very strong blockages in this reading, I have to tell you. Super strong. Thank you, spirit guides. Okay, angels and ancestors. That was really quick. Didn't really have much of a chance to ask very much here. This is Enchanted Map Oracle, by the way. Wow, look, 9 here. Do you see that in the 2? And you know what that's coming to, right? That's an 11. That's coming to your partnership. Look, guys, this is very much like, it's a lot like getting the Hermit card. I feel like you guys have really, you're ready to kind of call uncle, I want to say, some kind of truce and peace here. Very much, but there's something you need from your person. There is an elephant in the room, I have to tell you guys. And look, it's no accident here that we have the rose quartz coming here right with the elephant, looking over at it, actually away from the reading, which is interesting. Normally it would be facing in. Okay, so there's stuff not worked out is what I want to tell you. And this divinely guided connection here. Gosh, you guys. But this is very much like getting the Hermit card in many, many ways. Look, holding on. Hi guys, excuse me, the camera there. Like a crystal ball here, guys. It's glowing up close to the divine here. Very, very strong. Also, we see that Aquarius energy coming through again. But look, there is this transformation. It's also glowing, full of life here, guys. Look at the, excuse me. Do you see how the leg is sort of part of the statue here? This is telling me, as we talked about early on, that this has been going on for a while, guys. And it can be for some of you, this elephant in the room is something that wasn't talked about, that maybe you knew early on. It can also be, you know, for those of you that it's not a person, it can be something to do with family. I just want to tell you this, the differences in your family, the differences in each of you. For some of you, this is long distance. But the main thing, something that's been going on for a while. It's very deep. Look, it's like a statue here, and it's coming to life quite literally. Look, it's coming here, holding on to the divine is what I want to tell you. Really trusting in spirit, guys. Trusting in your gut instinct, your messages from your angels. Gut instinct are your guardian angels, guys. The divine, spirit, your intuition, everything here. Look, we see it in the Hermit card. Can be for both of you coming out of this, being ready to talk about something. And it's coming to life now. This long wait is what I want to tell you. This lack of communication. It's quite literally a statue here, which is no longer moving, excuse me. It's not in movement. It's cold. There's no life in it. It's just sitting there, and you know, maybe somebody's kind of walking by and looking at it, but it hasn't been dealt with. But now it's time. Very, very much. This is your partnership, you guys, and there is a transformation for you here if you want it. but it's super strong in your reading of needing to communicate. We see that. We see that it is coming back to life here. It's been a long wait, but your person is really, really wanting to express themselves, guys. This partnership here, like I said, the statue coming to life. And then right after, we see here, as we talk about it, the 10 of Cups, you guys, this hope and this partnership, this new start here. But there are those sunflowers. What do you need to deal with? And as we talked about, what is that elephant in the room? What obstacles need to be cleared and what desperately needs to be talked about now? Something very important if you guys are coming back together. Okay, guys. Wow. Excuse me. Let's look at a Romance Angels Oracle look. This is waiting for you. This is yours. That's how that goes sometimes. Let's see what's happening here. Excuse me. That was quite loud. And I'm already making a mess. Okay. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. You guys. All right. I don't feel like this is for everybody here. I just don't. But look, the light is changing. As I was talking to you here about the coming to life together and feeling like trusting your angels, trusting spirit. It's very strong here, guys. With the 6 here, creating this harmony and peace, and then separate the 5 swords separated, talking about the conflict and instability and the change. But that 1 sword over here, with that opportunity, the potential to restart. The angels are even sending you the messages here in the feathers, really needing to communicate and really needing to heal. And that is also coming through here very strong in your coming to life card. This is your partnership here coming to a 2. Very much that hermit energy, excuse me, with that glare coming through there. Very, very, very much trusting your gut instincts, you guys. Both of you. That's the interesting thing, because this really your angels and your intuition, it's in your partnership here. But working on your partnership, give your relationship a chance. Is this for everybody? No, it's not. But this is for somebody here. Coming to life, this transformation, this long wait, guys. Giving it a chance here. And the 10 of Cups. Very, very much. But you got to deal with that third party, that thing that happened, whatever that is. Person, people, circumstance. That elephant in the room, guys. Very, very strong. Wow. Okay. We're going to look at channeled love messages, direct messages to you from your person. And if you feel like you're sending them, then that's what's happening. Look, these flipped right over. You are my biggest wish. Okay, guys. Wow. Look. Interesting. And it landed here on the 5 of Swords and the 10 of Cups. So I think for some of you, it might have involved another person or something your person may have chosen over you. It can be a person, but it can also be a life decision. Either way, they're trying to tell you that here, that it's you. All right. And it can also be you sending it to them. You take that as it resonates, but it also landed here on the 10 of Cups, guys. I loved you once. I love you still. I always have, and I always will. Gosh, you guys, yeah, there's very strong twin flame soulmate energy, I want to tell you. And somebody recently commented, oh, I think that's my twin flame soulmate. I just want to let you know, if you don't know, I think most of you know, but twin flames and soulmates are very different, guys. And oftentimes I will only pick up on the twin flame energy or the soulmate energy, but a lot of times I pick up on both. Twin flames share a soul, guys, and not everybody believes in that. So if you're there in that camp, just let it go. Take what's for you, throw away the rest. But some of you are on a twin flame journey. Soulmates are very different, okay? Everybody's got their own thing going on. And I want to say to you, soulmates can be non-romantic too. They can be literally be a family member. It can even be someone that you come into, you come in their path, they come in your path, whatever that may be, especially very synchronistic or serendipitous connections that you have something to teach each other. They have something very important that you might need to see or do or hear in order to for that to connect to your life in a way that's going to allow something to happen that needs to happen, or for you to see something, to ascend, guys, to live your best life. That's what I want to tell you. So when I say to you twin flame soulmate energy, they really are different energies here, and it is very strong. It's a very deep spiritual connection. Reasons, you guys, reasons for coming together there. What do you want to say to your person? Okay, this interesting. It tried to go back in and then it pulled this card with it. Look, you are my soulmate. Okay, well, that's a very, very particular message for some of you as we just talk about it and it comes down. All right, guys, here's the other thing too. The light is changing. When that's happening, I want to tell you it's very strong energy, and it's also, when it changes during a particular message, it can be like sort of hammering it in. I want to say to you, it's very interesting. Where did that go? Here with the Five of Swords. This almost looks like a nail, you guys. If you're looking here, sort of like, it's not, it's a sword. But that was one of the things I was thinking when I was reading the card for you. I was like, yeah, that's interesting. Different things come through in readings, I have to say. You know, there's certain cards that, of course, can mean particular things, but I'm always going to pick up on things I hear, things I see that I try to translate to you that you don't see here in the reading. The energy, it's very, very strong. And it really is sort of this hammering in thing there. Interesting. Okay. And this was coming out with it. There's so much left unsaid. Very much. And for those of you that feel that you're moving on, and that's okay for you, well, if that's what, how you want to move on. But I would say to you, from me to you, and also coming through now from Spirit, is to take care of your heart either way, regardless if you're moving on and you feel like, oh, I don't want to talk anymore. There might be some things still that you need to say. And if you feel like you can't talk to your person, a really great way to do that, which is also great for unblocking heart chakra, is to write letters, both for yourself and also for your person that you don't have to send, okay? And also sending telepathic messages for those of you that feel like, or maybe you can't talk to your person, actually have a conversation. But that's very strong here for those of you wanting to move on, and also those of you even not, or excuse me, move on with your person, as in come back together. Very, very strong message of healing here, guys. Super, super strong for you and for this connection. And something needing to be talked about. But if you're adamant, for those of you that say, well, I'm not going to talk to them anymore, but you're still feeling like you're holding on to something here, which we see with the elephant, that might be a way for you to do it, which is letters and telepathy, okay? Very different things there. What do you want to say to your person? I spy on you. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, well, that's actually not very surprising here, because this connection, as we can see here with the coming to life, has been quiet for a while, guys. There was a lot of hurt and something here that stuff did not get worked out, not communicating. Really, I think if you or your person, somebody was ghosting somebody, and I think it might have been your person, but then it went back and forth and it just kind of got really super quiet. But I have to say, it's almost like with children, when they're really quiet, you think, what are they doing? There must be something going on. It's very similar, I have to tell you, especially in intense connections, and whether it's romantic or not, really, that when things are so quiet that aren't over, okay, I'm talking about connections that might be severely disconnected and no communication, no contact, in separation, but aren't over. That quietness, that stillness, you know, somebody's going to peep out from the clouds, okay, very much, and want to see what's going on with the other person. And I do feel like also with that hermit energy that's coming through, but I feel like you're both kind of, things have settled down. It's been a while. We see that here. And I do feel like things have settled down enough to communicate. It's going to be really important. Last chance. Whoops. Come back to me. Okay, who's sending this? Yeah, interesting, guys. Also, your person, look, These are yours. Oh, and that's right. We have these. We will look at those in a moment, guys. These we're staying there for you. You or your person could be a Taurus here, guys. And I want to say to you, this is a very high vibrational. This is selenite. This is for Taurus. It's also connected to the crown chakra. And this reading, it's all over it here with the Hermit card and also your coming to life card. Very, very much here. Somebody kind of waking up, I want to say. Okay, these are yours. When you know, you know. Yeah, that's a very serendipitous card, you guys. And I think your person also here. Let's set that there. Are you thinking about me? Okay, this message is coming through actually very strong. I got goosebumps as I read it. So I think you could, well, obviously, as we're sitting here talking, your person is wanting to know, and you are thinking about them. However, this is coming through also in a very long-term way. They're watching you, and some of you have been not posting or maybe posting that haven't blocked your person, or maybe even sending telepathic messages that you're fine and you're doing this or that, or sending them hoping that somebody will relay stuff, maybe for some of you, some family and friends connections. Either way, your person kind of coming out from those clouds, you guys, out of nowhere. We see that here with the Four of Cups. It's very emotional, wanting to apologize and wanting to know what's going on too. And I have to say, guys, with the Four of Cups, it can be that you're sort of apathetic about it. Some of you are just, like I said, still holding on to something here. So not really sure maybe what you want to do, or just still feeling hurt here. There's a lot of hurt here. We can see that. I feel like it's simmered down, but that's coming through very strong here. So your person's getting a little nervous. Look, this was flipped over. You are the sunshine of my life. I feel like that's a very particular message for somebody here, guys. Okay, these are also yours. Serendipity. Yeah, that's not surprising. That goes here with when you know, you know. This connection, I have to tell you, very serendipitous connection. I'm going to put this here if it doesn't fall. That light is changing again. That's the other thing too, guys, about the serendipitous connection. For some of you too, you might have come together that way, but also continuing. Like we talked about very early on in the reading, it's not for everyone, but there's very much a cycle here too. And that can also be for some of you. I am seeing the Six of Cups being flashed before me, guys. Scorpio energy, very much. Can be for some of you past life stuff here, or childhood stuff. I'm not going to go into it, but that is being shown before me. So take that as it resonates. But that did come through. And also with the Six of Cups, guys, there is that wanting to come together. And we see that here. It's loose, but we see it here very, very much. Somebody coming, waking up, both of you guys in a better place to talk here, needing to as well. The moment I saw you, I just knew. Yeah, that's also more of the serendipity energy, but I want to tell you as well, it was really one of those soul connections, guys, of just feeling, which is very much twin flame energy and soulmate energy, guys, of knowing that you're at home with this person. It's sort of your spiritual home, I want to say, that you just get each other, even though there's a really big duality going on, very different. But I want to say also, it's very passionate. So when you guys are in these whatever this tower moment was or could still be going on, there's a lot of conflicting energy here. Boy, can it be as fireworky, I want to say. Very much this lightning, guys, also as when it's good. When it's good, it's good. And when it's not working, it's like still lightning, I want to tell you. A different kind. Okay, what do you want to say to your person? Please forgive me. Yeah, I thought this might come, you guys, very much here, the Four of Cups, and there's some more confirmation for some of you. You or your person might be a Cancer, and it can also be, excuse me, in your charts. Maybe you know, maybe you don't, your person. Doesn't matter, really. The main thing here is the Please Forgive Me card has come down, and I do really feel like it's necessary. There's something still here. Lots of obstacles to be cleared. We see that, and something here that you want an apology for. Gosh, and maybe together too, guys. And Wisdom of the Oracle is not here today, but I am seeing the mending card being flashed before me of needing to mend together, offer each other forgiveness, okay? Whether you're moving on without them or back together, but a super, super strong need for communication, not just rebalancing within the partnership, but yourself, but communication very much about all the stuff you guys haven't wanted to talk about as you let the statue just sit here, which is now opening up, guys, coming to life, getting ready to want to talk here. This is coming to too, as I said, very much. Okay, I'm going to put it here actually with your Four of Cups, guys. Sorry, I do have to start hiding cards. There's Gemini Virgo coming through because it gets really crowded. So, Intrilogon, excuse me. How did I even exist before you? Guys, all right, look, I'm putting that, your jade there. Also, I want to tell you with the jade too, it's very strong Capricorn energy, but also Virgo, Taurus, and Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio coming through. Look, more Capricorn energy. We are tethered forever. Guys, I have to say to you too, it can be, for some of you, this Tower moment may have had to do with somebody may be partaking in something a little too much. You take that as it resonates for you. It's going to be different things, but this is very much like the Devil card energy coming through here. So, wow, I want to say that. Also, this quick connection too can be somebody or maybe even both of you. Like I said, it's a very passionate connection, and I do feel like there is a little bit of obsessiveness connected to it, okay? It can be your person, can be you, but you guys were definitely like bloop together, and it was just, yeah. Whether you have met or not, because I have to say to you, there is energy here of long distance, of people talking. Very much I could hear it, actually. Okay, last chance. Last chance. Here we go. You are my other half. All right, you guys. Twin flame energy, as I said, but also soulmate energy here. In twin flames, it's often called mirror soul, excuse me. And a lot of people say you are my other half with soulmates. And I have to say, for some of you that you know you're on the twin flame journey, your person knows this connection is very deep, but not necessarily the twin flame, excuse me, word, what the twin flame is, okay? It's just not for everybody, but guys, look, I want to put that there for you because it's very, very much here. Okay? We're going to look at channeled song messages. We will get to those other messages in a moment. That came down already. Oh, this also came in, so we'll look at that. We'll look at that one now. More channeled song messages. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around and finally found that somebody who could make me true, could make me feel blue, and even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you, Frank Sinatra. Yeah, guys, I do feel this energy, this sadness of being separated. I have to say, I do feel like I'm kind of seeing the moon card here, guys. This Pisces, excuse me, and I just got really tongue-tied. I almost bit my tongue. Gemini, Virgo, really strong, and I was about to say Pisces, Gemini, Cancer. But this very strong feeling of hiding your feelings, but also your person, both of you. And that's also partly coming through here, guys, in the coming to life card. It's been very much like a statue, just cold and quiet. And it's been sort of just not moving is what I want to say. And whoever this is here in this Hermit card energy, I think for a lot of you, it's your person that's coming through. Can also be you, and you're sending this message. But waking up and realizing that, and also realizing what happened here. And as I said, this apology that they may have even offered already or want to, and you're just not ready for it. And look, there's your guitar, guys, coming through very much. Can be, yeah, that somebody here, your musicians, not going to be for everyone. Communicating through music too, as I pick it up. Very much sending the songs through, but also when you see instruments or music notes, that sort of thing, can also be about the healing that's needed. And that's really strong in your reading. From your angels, from spirit, very much in the energy, what I'm hearing and seeing, what we see here. A lot of healing needs to take place, you guys, here. Somebody was really hurt the other person. I think it might have been your person, but it could have also been you. And at some point, you guys had some kind of moment here and everyone was getting hurt and other people as well. I have sage on the table. Channeled song messages. What do you want to say through song? Okay, this was sticking, and look, this one got pushed out with it. I will beg my way into your garden, and then I'll break my way out. When it rains, just to get back to a place where I started, so I can want you back all over again. I don't really understand. I don't trust myself, John Mayer. Okay, it's very particular. I think you guys know what, for some of you, what this message is, okay? That third party, all right? But also, I want to say to you, the cycles are coming through really, really strong here, first of all. But your person kind of coming in and coming out. For some of you making these offers, or you come back together and then they go again. So that's not going to be for everyone, but that is very strong here. But your person really is a little confused by their own behavior, I want to say. And it can be vice versa, guys. You remember that as you watch your reading today. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I've loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. 1,000 years, Christina Perry. As you guys know, this is very much a twin flame card, you guys, okay? I want to say that to you. Also, the Six of Cups is coming through again. So your person could be a Scorpio, but very, very strong here. Your person knows that too. Well, look, your elephant, though, wanted to go there, yet these are staying here. Wow. Your jade, or excuse me, your rose quartz here, guys. Interesting. Your Aries, your Libra, your jade here, your Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Taurus. Also Gemini, guys, the heart chakra, wanting to be right here on the 10 of Cups, guys. Unblocking the blocked, heart chakras, guys. Also, you know what this can also be telling us too? New love for some of you, I have to tell you, very, very much. I'm inviting that in. It's very strong. It's not going to be for everyone, but can be the restart with your person. But for some of you, that is coming through. Okay, guys, we're going to look at more channeled song messages now. Excuse me. And we have the ones here early on that fell down. Hi, guys. Okay, so camera died there. Well, there's a moon up high. Well, there are birds to fly. Well, there is you, a you and I can be sure that I love you. Etta James, Trust in Me. Gosh, written by Jean Schwartz and Milton Ager. I want to say to you, this can be coming from your person. You could also be sending it, but I do feel like for a lot of you, this is coming from your person. There has been, you guys, we see with the Five of Swords too, you see here, sort of somebody's laying down and saying not again. So for some of you, that's not going to be for everyone. That is coming through. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. I had a little interruption there. Very much, guys, with this trust in me, your person is... It's been quiet. It's kind of getting not so quiet now. There's really a lot of trust rebuilding here in this partnership. Very much coming through, guys, with the elephant here. And look, it wants to be here too, right in between you. I do feel like it can also be, there's that Hierophant energy coming through again, that Taurus energy. It can be that there are family issues too between you guys here that's coming between it, but definitely obstacles and definitely needing to deal with this elephant in the room, you guys. There's nothing we can't overcome if you let me be your only one. There's nothing we can't overcome if you let me be your only one. Unite together, Aretha Franklin. Guys, can it be for some of you? I think it's not for everyone, but for some of you, the family was almost like another person. Gosh, okay. Whatever this third party is, whether it's another person, family, the circumstance, it was taking priority is what I want to say. So I feel like this is you. Could also be your person too, but for some of you, this is you sending that message. Wanting your person to make a choice that they haven't really made, but it got quiet because it was too much. look, I'm telling you, it's super intense. I think you're going to know what this is. Okay, these are yours too. One just fell off as well. As I write this letter, send my love to you. Remember that I'll always be in love with you. P.S. I love you, the Beatles. Okay, this is the thing, guys. Here with the Four of Cups, it can be, like we talked about, your person coming out of nowhere wanting to talk. Can also be coming through in a message here. That's very, very clear, and that's being validated here with this Beatles P.S. I love you card. Okay, let's see if we can find space for it. But now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in the way. Both sides now, Joni Mitchell. All right, just going to tell you, this is very much about the obstacles between you guys. Make sure you go and listen to this song if you haven't. I think a lot of you know who Joni Mitchell is, but I know there's some generations that really might not know. One of the best songwriters of all time, and this song is gorgeous, and it really is your person acknowledging not making good decisions, not being indecisive here, having bad judgment, very, very much. Things in the way, guys. Gosh, and for some of you that really is family, I have to say, differences, maybe religions, cultures. That's not for everyone, but that is coming through again. For those of you that need that validation. You're asking me, will my love grow? I don't know. I don't know. You stick around now. It may show. I don't know. I don't know. The Beatles, called Something, the song title, written by George Harrison, guys. Yeah, there's this really big decision that might have been made, or I feel like for a lot of you still needs to be made. Your person, the interesting thing is they're really wanting you to trust in them here, really wanting to come, you guys here. It's coming through very strongly, and really in the Four of Cups, and this regret too. But almost like not being able to make some kind of a promise. So for some of you, that is involving something that might not change that much, even if they make the promises and you guys talk about things. It can be that it comes back into play. So take that as it resonates. For some of you, that might be a deal breaker, whatever that is. For those of you that feel like you're done, okay? What luck. All right, this is a flyer, and this one also. Are you in my blood? Oh gosh, you guys, like holy wine. You taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I could drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. Oh, I'd still be on my feet. Case of You, Joni Mitchell. There's more Joni Mitchell and another amazing song. And your person here, this Capricorn energy is so strong. Not only in the kind of obsessive nature, but maybe somebody partaking here, guys, a little too much. But very, very much. Super deep connection here. Your person is acknowledging that. Okay, where am I putting everything, guys? This also came down for you. I was born to love you with every single beat of my heart. Yes, I was born to take care of you. Written by Queen, I was born to love you. Very goosebumpy, guys. Your connection is super, super deep. I want to tell you partially why it was able to sit here like a statue for so long and come back to life with a little bit of magic, I have to say here, and trusting in spirit, trusting in those messages from the divine, you guys, trusting in your gut instincts, your intuition, both of you. Both of you really want this, but there is a lot to be worked out, I want to say to you. Okay, these were off the deck, you guys. They slipped off here. They're yours. You think I'd leave your side, baby? You know me better than that. By your side, Sade. Yeah, just as we talk about it. Very much. It's been cold, I want to tell you, and it hasn't been moving. We see that, but it's moving now. Somebody had their wake-up call, okay? I feel like it might be both of you, like I said. Just also both of you being ready is what I want to tell you. And feeling like, where are you? Where have you been? Showing here with the Four of Cups, it might just be like, hello, here's a message you weren't expecting. I'm at your door. Something here, very much. I'm coming right below the Hermit card and confirming that here. They're saying that I haven't been gone. Although it has felt like it, because there's a lot to deal with still here. When you came my way, you brightened every day with your sweet smile. Sade, ordinary love. There's another Sade card for you guys. Very, very much. Also here with the serendipity coming at play, how you guys came together is what I want to tell you. You are the sunshine of my life. That is also very strong. Some of you are, it's really interesting. Perth is coming out for me, and Australia and Florida. So take that as it resonates, but you could also be a Cancer or your person. That's also coming through, guys. Okay, this is your last channeled song message card. There's a time for us. Someday there'll be time for us. Time together with time to spare, time to learn, and time to care. Somewhere, Barbara Streisand. Gosh, you guys, yeah. Why do I just feel like that made me very emotional here? Yeah, this is very interesting because look, it's also coming here again on the coming to life card. I feel like for a lot of you, it's time. It's time. And I want to say these blockages, this stuff here going on, for some of you, it really is other people, whether it's one person or more than one person, or can even be a lot of people, can be family too. But there is some path here clearing, but it's also your person, I really feel like, isn't just waking up and coming out, as we talked about very early on with the Hermit card energy, and also as we see is coming to life here, but also is willing to kind of face someone or something too that they weren't before. That's the thing. They're also coming into this energy, and it can be also something that happened between you, and they're ready to apologize here very much, but also possibly facing someone here. Okay, take that as it resonates, guys. Here is some more rose quartz for you that wanted to get right here in between you. Some more of that Aries Libra energy coming through. Channeled love messages by the Tarot Closet. Direct messages to you. If you feel like you're sending them, you send them. Then they're yours. Okay, look, there's quite a few here. I just want to tell you, these are yours. Gosh, you guys, it just doesn't always happen, but that's how it is. I care too much what people think. Look, there's that Hierophant energy, guys, that Taurus energy, very much. And look, we talked about it here with all of these song messages here. And the elephant wanted to come down, the elephant in the room. Could even be there are elephants where you are, but that's not going to be for everyone at all. But really what's coming through the elephant are something, a moment maybe, or things that aren't being let go, I want to tell you, and obstacles. Clearing the path, guys, with the elephant, but also still really needing, and some that are quite immovable, really difficult. And look, I care too much what people think. This isn't going to be for everyone, but this is for a lot of you, and especially belongs here in this energy, guys. I miss you very much here. Very much. Your person kind of also, like I said, seeing that moon card, feeling protective, blocked, the emotional energy between you kind of stopped up, dry, okay? But also we're seeing that here with the coming to life statue, just cold and not moving here. But somebody's seeing it now and going, wait, I can't live without them. That is coming through super strong. And I know, I just heard some of you saying that, no, you're going anyway. I know that's just going to be not going to be for everybody. But guys, there are very strong messages here. This divinely guided connection for the two of you guys working on things. But there is going to be a lot of work is what I want to tell you. Give me time. Yeah, also very much divine timing at play here, guys. Super, super, a lot of divine timing, and that's also why you're still connected despite the fact that this was a statue that is coming to life now. A cold, immovable statue, very heavy, sort of suspended in time, whatever happened, and then it just kind of was like, whoosh, and there it was, and it wasn't being dealt with. It's time to deal with things, whatever you're going to do, okay? And your person, for those of you wanting to come back together, wants to as well, but there seems to be some obstacles here. Why they need time is what I want to say. I don't feel good enough for you. That can often come through, guys. Wow, a lot of tongue-tiedness going on here and a connection. And if you're feeling like you're sending this to your person, that just came to me too. Some of you are feeling like your person that really kind of took your self-esteem took a hit here. I want to say to you, I see you also I feel like a lot of you here in this energy, the Five of Swords laying there, just very hurt, very kind of done. You take care of yourself and you are good enough, okay? I want to send that message to you. That's from me to you. You have changed me for the better. All right, guys, that's also a very twin flame soulmate energy here, thing to say. You know, that is really why people come together to add to our lives, to make us better people so that we live our best life and are able to give to the world in a way that feels important and valuable and loving. And yeah, okay, I'm going to stop, but it feels very emotional. I do feel a really strong... Woo! Okay, that was Gemini Virgo coming through. I was going to say what I'm feeling very strong for you is Aquarius energy too. You guys, or your person, the humanitarians of the zodiac very much. I want to say that that's coming through very strong too. Somebody kind of, yeah, I don't know. Also Pisces and Cancer again, guys. So many songs remind me of you. All right, I'm putting that here with your guitar. Yeah, definitely playlists for some of you. I'm sorry I ran. Guys, look, it needs to go here with the Hermit card and the Coming to Life card, which is about your partnership. Do you want to say to your person? This is also yours, guys. You deserve so much more. Yeah, there's a lot of guilt here, I have to say. I see all the pain here, guys. Something that went on between you, but it's time to talk and heal. Whether you're coming together or you're moving on, it's really time here. I have so many regrets. We saw this very early on. There, it's coming through now. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, these are yours. Interesting. There's a lot of weird things going on here with your deck, guys, I have to tell you, as I move them and they poke out. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I want to kiss you. Okay, that's a very particular message coming through. I want to say to you, I feel like this is some more of that Capricorn energy. Also Scorpio, guys. Don't give up on us. Look, wants to go here actually with work on your partnership card. Please forgive me. There are a lot of apologies here. What did your person do, you guys? What happened between you? It's very, very heavy on the I'm sorry's, but they haven't been coming for a long time. It's sort of like they're kind of coming and realizing it, and I feel like are going to be saying all these things now that you've been waiting on. And some of you have been waiting so long that you might be coming to life here and getting out of there. That just came through. Wow. Yeah, guys, and transforming yourself here with that butterfly. This is also your partnership card, guys. I'm coming to an 11, making that a 2. Very much so for some of you too, both of you coming to life and wanting to talk. I fear you have moved on. Yeah, look, that's also for those of you, as I said, that are kind of, I was going to say thawing out. There is that energy. It's very emotional, but it got to be so emotional that you kind of froze in a way. You kind of, yeah, it felt very suspended, like not dealing with them is what I want to say. The water freezing over, very much a thick layer of ice, so you don't have to deal with those emotions. Your person too, but for some of you, that's coming through really strong. You are the love of my life. Okay, guys, that is your last card that came down. Let's see if they want to send any more, but your person is acknowledging that. Last chance. Last chance. Look. Okay, yeah. They had to send that through. Look, you are my other half. Okay, guys, so here we have that just came down. You are the love of my life. You are my other half. You are my other half. Gosh, you guys, we know there is twin flame soulmate energy here. It's going to be different for everyone. You are my soulmate. Your person, this Hermit card energy, this coming to life energy is figuring it out, I have to say. Oh my gosh. And are you going to be there? Are you going to be there? Because I think you know this too. I know, but some of you might be going on anyway. Okay, guys, that is your reading. We won't be doing totems today. That's it. I'm going to see if there's anything else needing to come through. And I don't think so. I think that is all for today. Thank you for watching. I wish you well, love, light, all good things. Please take care of yourselves. Good care of yourselves, okay? I'm sending you lots of love, and I look forward to seeing you at your next reading. Take care of yourselves, and happy holidays too, by the way. Anybody watching this around the holidays as I release it, but remember, things are timeless, so you might have heard that message in April or another month and said, what the heck is that? Anyway, take care, guys. Bye for now.